I see and hear a lot of people talk about who is the best Kansas City trial attorney or best attorney. And that is a very complicated question and is very subjective as well. There's different areas of the practice of law. There's real estate law, there's tax law, there's domestic, there is a myriad of different things, complex products liability cases. It goes on and on and on, the specialties, just like medicine. So how do you rank the best lawyer? Well, what qualities do you look for? Well, first of all, it should depend on your need. What are you looking for? One of the ways you can gauge a lawyer is by their reputation. But remember, their reputation was yesterday. As I always tell my clients, the awards on my wall in the other room, those are things I've earned before. I'm only as good as the case tomorrow. So really what you need to look at is what you need and what qualities you're looking for. Are you looking for someone who is tenacious, who knows the law, who has experience with the judge? There's a phrase, a good lawyer knows the law, a great lawyer knows the judge. That doesn't mean they play golf together. It just means they know the judge's tendencies, they've been in front of them, they know the way they tend to rule on certain issues, how to present your case, how to put your best foot forward. And that's what you're looking for when you're looking for the best lawyer in Kansas City. For me, it's understanding the client. I take a completely different approach than a lot of lawyers. I want to be able to walk in my client's shoes so I can truly advocate. There's a reason they call lawyers mouthpieces. We do the talking for you. And in order to do that, we have to know what your voice is, what you're going through, what your life experience has been, what this case means to you, and more importantly, the facts of a case. Preparing for trial is a long and very, very complex process. You have to know it backwards and forwards, and you can't do that quickly. There are no shortcuts. In 27 years of practice, I still spend twice as much, 3 times as much time, sometimes 4 times as much as I'm in court preparing for it, because you just can't, there's no shortcuts. So, timeliness, that is your lawyer responsive to you? I use a system that allows me to be in touch with my clients quickly, because that's important. Keeping them apprised. We keep our calendar in a system that lets them know when events are coming up. They have live action view of what we're doing and the motions we're creating, the conversations we're having, the emails we're exchanging with opposing counsel. Everything is at the client's fingertips through our practice portal, and that is vital. So judging the best lawyer you can do on results. I went years without losing a trial. And that wasn't because, I was just amazing. What it was is I had amazing clients, and I had facts, and I believed in it, and it was the right thing. A lot of what you do is case selection. And it's not like I'm going to take tough cases. Quite to the contrary. It seems like I've taken cases that nobody thought I could win, and I like a challenge. But I knew my client. I knew their situation, and I knew that justice meant them prevailing. On the outside, it may look impossible, but once you really start digging into the case, it's crystal clear. A lot of lawyers forget 2 things. The most important person in a trial, or most important people, are the 12 jurors that are sitting in the jury box. The first thing I do whenever I start a trial is before it starts, I sit in every seat of that jury box. Not only to put myself in their shoes, but to gain a perspective of what they see in the courtroom. So I know when I'm in a certain place, or a witness is in a certain place, or an exhibit is, they can see it. That can come in very handy. Also, people generally don't like lawyers. And can you blame them? A lot of lawyers are argumentative. There's little lawyer tricks, and people really don't. We do market testing when we do trials. We bring real people in, and we tell them about the case and get their opinions on it. It's very important to understand what's persuasive, and more importantly, what type of person is willing to listen to our facts, listen to our arguments, and be persuaded. People don't want to be beat over the head with what you think or what I think is a lawyer. I want to present it to them in a very plain, straightforward, honest way. The other trick, it's not a trick at all, I believe what I say. I tell the truth. When you do that and you have the client with the cause, you're almost unbeatable. And it's that integrity, that dedication to the practice of someone, a good lawyer. I may not be the best for everybody, but I strive every day to be Kansas City's best lawyer for my clients, and that's what's important. You can look at the awards, the super lawyers, the top 100 trial lawyers in America, all the things I've done in the past, but it's my fire today and tomorrow to do my best that makes me the best. I'll never be as good as I want to be because I want to be better every day until I leave the practice of law, which will be a long time. That's how you kind of look at what is the best lawyer in Kansas City. There's a lot of great lawyers in Kansas City that I have a lot of respect for and a lot that are really tough. I mean, I've gone, if you put it in boxing terms, 12 rounds and bloodied each other up, and it has been tough. I recently prevailed in a trial with a lawyer who'd never lost a case before. And I didn't know that going into the case. I'm not sure it would have, deterred me. Might have made me think a little bit more. I'm kind of glad I didn't know. But I knew that my client, more importantly, his children and his wife depended on me. And that is the fuel that makes me my best. That passion, the compassion, the care for the clients. Years ago when I went out on my own, I worked for a bigger firm, and then I had 3 other partners. And then when my daughter we were expecting my daughter, I went out on my own and formed my own firm because I wanted to spend less time managing and more time practicing law and then being a dad. And the slogan wasn't really a slogan, it's what I believe. Changing your opinion about lawyers one case at a time. Most of my clients come from former clients. I think that's a good way to judge an attorney. Look at the rankings on Google Maps. Look what people say about you. It takes a lot to get a positive review. People tend to want to repeat negative more than positive. I work hard every day to make sure my clients' expectations are not only met, but exceeded, so I can try and strive every day